All right. This is the initial part of the stream that's really boring and not very fun to watch because I have to like run around and open it up and post the links everywhere. So I'm gonna just kind of make some general noises, I guess, while we work on that. Content live. Click on that link right there. Okay. Switch that to live chat. Switch that to live chat. Click on that button. Pop out the chat. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, we're going to tweet about it. And then we're going to post it in this server bit. And then we're going to post it in this server bit. And I believe that is all I need to do. Now I wait basically just a little bit for people to stop by, and then we begin. Time to light some... Yes, indeed, Snake. Time to light some sabers. We've begun. What is probably going to be the last... not the last. It'll be the last Fallen Order stream where we, like, do the main story. And then, maybe for one of the in-between Fallen Order streams, I'll, like, maybe go do the big Venator dungeon and, like, do some combat encounters. Yeah, do some combat challenges. But I suspect we're going to be getting the Fallen Order campaign done here today. So I'm going to hit the continue button, and we're going to light it up. When last we left off, we had just finished DaThOmIr Chapter 1, and we began the Ilos chapter. We are currently lightsaberless. We have, much like the player character in Elden Ring has no maidens, we have no lightsaber. God, that's a shitty joke. Let's pretend I didn't say that one. There's some exploration I could still probably do. Like, I don't know if people were interested, I could, like, show them where some of the secrets are, but to be honest, it's been so long since I 100%ed all the secrets and stuff that, like, realistically, I would also have to spend some time Googling what they were before I showed folks. This particular map is actually really easy to 100%. There's really not a lot to do here. I don't think I'm going to go through all the effort of 100%ing it though, because I remember one of the secrets was a huge pain in the ass. I was able to find like 99% of this planet like authentically and organically with no problem. But there was, like, one secret that I actually had to Google. Because I was like, where? Like, I can see it. I can see the fucking thing, but how do I get there? It was really annoying.
Looks like a way through over there. I'll be careful with the ice.
I really, really enjoy this game. This is pretty fantastic. To be fair, if you're a powerful enough Force user, I feel like you don't really need a lightsaber. You don't. You really don't. Cal isn't. But yeah, you're correct that you don't.
This is the worst blizzard I've ever seen.
It's
The storm, the temple.
or at least that's
All
what you would have
disconnected somehow.
thought if you just watched like the old the old movies or whatever, because like in the old films, it's like force level of power is equated to basically how enlightened you are. Like Yoda does it too. You know, like Yoda in the original trilogy doesn't have a lightsaber, and that's kind of by design. Like, he doesn't need one. There is a secret if we climb all the way up there, but we'll do that after we get our lightsaber back, because you need to have your lightsaber to get access to the secret. But, like, then George Lucas kind of screwed that idea by giving Yoda a lightsaber and, like, making him fight,
Check it out.
in the Clone Wars movie. It was just really weird. Like, there wasn't much of a point to it, but he did it anyway. I kind of like that Cal isn't a big, powerful chosen. Yeah, Cal really is just like an average Jedi.
Warmth is nice.
And even shows like your average Jedi like power level variance, because when you first start this campaign, you feel kind of just like a Padawan, like you barely have anything. But by the time
Master Yoda melted that door to let us into the caves.
you get to like the late game,
With that crystal.
it's very much like a
I bet we can do it too.
sorry, Cal's talking. But by the time you get to the end game, and by the time you're like really proficient and you've got the tree like fully unlocked and you're doing the whole thing, like Cal's pretty fucking proficient, you know what I mean? Like you feel like a legitimate Jedi. Oh, right. Put this over here. And then this and that. And then I pull that one and move this into the thing. It melts that. I wonder what they're gonna do with your abilities in the sequel. I wonder as well. I honestly, it's gonna sound kind of weird, but I wonder if we're even gonna play as Cal in the sequel. There's something about Cal that, like, I kind of just feel like his story is done. If that makes any sense. Like, I would think it was kind of strange if they kept doing, if they kept playing the game with Cal. Or if we kept playing as Cal. Like, I don't know. Or maybe they'll come up with something really good, but I think it would be kind of interesting if we, like, just played as a different Jedi. Because, like, I'm of the crowd who thinks that Star Wars is at its best when the stories are pretty small scale and don't get too, like, involved in, you know, like, we let a character go when their story is over and don't think too hard about it. If that makes any sense. So, with that in mind, I personally wouldn't be offended if they decided that his story was just cool and, like, gave us a different Jedi. Yeah, a different character that has completely different fighting style since they actually completed their training. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. Or, like, skip. Despite the decision he makes at the end here, maybe it's like a time skip or something, and, like, we play as Cal's apprentice. Like, maybe an apprentice he, like, picks up along the way or something. Because, you know, big spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't yet played this game. Cal decides not to begin a temple, right? Because he foresees that it wouldn't go well. He just foresees it would be bad. But, like, there's still space there to tell the story where he, like, picks up an apprentice on the way. Just kind of, like, decides not to do the whole big temple thing, but instead just decides, like, well, I guess training this one kid I found wouldn't hurt. remember. Is there like... Yeah, there is like a little side section. Yeah, there is like a little side section. Okay, I remember. I remember correctly. You guys want to hear something wild? In the sequel trilogy, Starkiller Base, the like super Death Star from the first film, is made out of this planet. Like, this is the planet that they used to do it, because they thought it would be, I guess the First Order thought it would be super dope if they like defaced a Jedi temple. But also, this planet has such a wealth of kyber crystals, and like all of the First Order's super weapons basically require kyber crystals to function, that they're like, oh yeah, well, why don't we just occupy this planet and turn it into our super base?
I feel it. It's calling to me. We must be close. Jedi can't pick any kyber crystal. It chooses you.
It chooses you.
Yeah, kinda like you.
I do appreciate that the game doesn't throw combat encounters at you, though, until you get your lightsaber back. Like, until I get my lightsaber back, it's going to be purely, like, exploration stuff, because I'm sure they realize the way they developed the system. Doing combat without a lightsaber would be pretty unreasonable.
Shake. It'll be okay. Let's hope it holds.
So, I mean, granted, we're going to have to fight our way out of this fucking temple. The Empire has to get their JO crystals from somewhere. I don't know what you mean by JO. I do like the sections that Respawn does, where it's literally just like it's literally just like mobility, because this was made by the same company that made Titanfall, so they're like, okay, well, we got to do enhanced mobility, and we got to do sections where it's literally just like all mobility based. Oh, jack off, you masturbate. Store power in a crystal. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Alright, I'll take your word for that. So, when I was talking about a secret that was like a huge pain in the ass, this is actually the secret I'm talking about. If you come down here, you look... If you like... Shit. Right there, you see? There's that secret. And you can't do that, because that's actually how you get back out once you discover the secret.
I feel like I'm surrounded by ghosts.
Once you get down there, there's like a thing you can push.
It's hard to be here. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cal. This plot covers a lot about like trauma, and I'm not really giving
How
it.
did they find us here?
We're gonna hack it. Yeah, you have to like use your lightsaber to cut through that. And then like you go all the way around. So we're gonna take a peeky at this. I wonder if I can get to that secret by literally just like... Can I get the... No. Oh, I gotta go through all the thing. Haha. That's also where, like, the majority of your...
He was heading into the caves. He called out, but I couldn't find
That, okay, that's why that's there. There we go. Ha 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 ha. Alright. And then boop.
That's it.
There we go.
I can see it shining.
We're getting pretty close. Yeah, it's... This section's pretty easy. I mean, it's literally... Oh, yeah. Game. I get it. Game. It's being a little bit annoying. It's like, hey, look it. I'm like, game, I'm looking. Thank you. So I believe you actually want to jump in here. And you climb up. Somewhere. There it is. I remember at the combat encounters in this temple actually get pretty wacky once you get your lightsaber back. Because at this point they're not afraid to throw like a whole bunch of enemies at you.
I promise.
Because like you've gotten through the first chapter of DaThOmIr, so the game's like, oh yeah, dude, you're good, you're fine.
BD, don't come any closer. BD!
Well, shit, Cal. Why are we cold now? Why are we getting cold now? Why are we freezing now? Because there's hot vents in all the water, but there wouldn't be water forming here. Okay, I'm nitpicking. It doesn't matter. No one's here for nitpicks. When this is easily like one of the best cutscenes in the whole game. Yeah, dramatic cold moment. Well, shit.
No! Yeah! It's over. He failed.
Failure's not the end, my friend.
That's good, buddy.
time's come. This may be the last you see of me. I can sense the doom of the Jedi Order is upon us. No! Failure is not the end. It is a necessary part of the path. Hope will always survive in those who continue to fight. Like you, BD-1. I believe you will find someone just as brave and persistent as you have been. And you will help them, as you have helped me. But your memory will be completely lost. Are you sure you want to do this? Beginning total memory encryption. Only with a trusted connection will your memories be restored. I believe in you. As I always have. And I believe in whom you choose to replace me. Goodbye, old friend.
God damn it, man. This guy rocks it out of the park.
You risked them for me. I believe in you too, buddy.
Oh. Fun fact, when I first played this game, my partner and I saw this cutscene together for the first time. They were watching me play, and we both cried, completely seriously. We both cried like little babies. Tony Amendola knocks it out of the park as Eno Cordova. He does an excellent job, and in that specifically the bit where he says, where he like pauses and takes a deep breath, and his voice comes out all ragged like he's about to cry. That way that people talk when they're like on the verge of crying, and he just goes, "I believe in you." It is so good. Dude, Tony Amendola, I know you're watching. I want you to know that you really knocked it out of the park as Eno Cordova. Excellent acting. All three of the actors who play all three of Cal Kestis' mentors over the course of this game all do an excellent job, a genuinely excellent job. So do droids in Star Wars actually have a consciousness, or do they have pre-programmed personalities? Most droids... Oh, thank you, Snake. I appreciate that. Droids have pre-programmed personalities to an extent. If they go on for long enough without getting a proper memory wipe, then they basically end up developing their own personalities. Like the ghost in the machine has space to develop the longer they go without like memory wiping. Indigo. I was Indigo the whole time before we got here, and I'm going to be Indigo till the day I die. This is about ready to be really awkward, though. Aside from the leather wrapping on the handle, Seer Juna's lightsaber just looks really dumb. I hate to say it. It's just a weird. It's just a really weird little stunted thing. I don't know. I don't like the design. Hot take. Very hot take. at us go. Oh yeah, we now have the ultimate version of the lightsaber in this game. What we're gonna do though is we're gonna immediately turn back around and customize the lightsaber because so I'm sure you guys noticed this all looks kind of bad. The join looks bad. I don't like Sears like lightsaber. But there's this nice button right here. Toggle Sears switch that gets rid of the like. It makes it so it splits here. It's just a nice simple joint. And then the wrapping and the switch mirror. You'll see they mirror that stuff. And then we can set our second emitter. Now, I know some guys like to make the second emitter at the bottom. They like to pick a different one, or like to pick maybe one like this, like Duty and Resolve, or like a really simple one like Power and Control, because it makes it look like the pommel of a longsword. But I stand by my decision that Jaro Tapal's emitter, Eno Cordova's switch, and Seer Junda's sleeve, like the wrapping sleeve, both ways mirrored without the switch. Yeah, see, like that. This is the best way to go. This is, in my opinion, the coolest lightsaber. I'm sure some people have come up with ones that they also think is way cooler, that feels, but this is the one that's mine. You know what I mean? And now we have access to all of our abilities again, plus some more, which means that, oh yeah, they're gonna give us a nice resting point right outside the lightsaber fixing area, which, you know, because we're about to start fighting people again. What's up, boys? Those lightsaber cross attacks, by the way, are crazy powerful. Oh, shit, that's a lot of them. Here. How cool can I be? How much cool shit can I get done? I am taking hits I don't need to.
Planet apart. They're never tracking us.
Yeah, you see, this is the trench that they're working on. The Empire's already been here, and they're already working on building Starkiller Base. If anyone's ever played this and they've been like, man, what the fuck is all this infrastructure meant to be? It's because they're working on building Starkiller Base.
Won't be locked for long.
Oh shit. Hey guys. Oh shit. Oh, I got too greedy. Alright, hack that one. Oh, I definitely thought I dodged that. Oh, what? Okay, unironically, what hit me there? Because he threw me to the ground and that did all the damage. I still had a sliver left. And then I think I got caught. I got clipped by like the weird hitbox of some attack between those two hitting each other. Okay, that's fine. That happens. Big fan of the. Oh, the security droid is awesome. The security droid rocks.
Come on, hit it. It's our job to trail you.
The security droid is excellent design.
I can't do this, but
That was a very clean kill. I did a good job on those.
let's put an end to this. Don't let up. He's too scared.
Oh, no, no, no.
Right here, bud.
Using stims to recover.
There we go.
You have to deal with me now, Jedi.
There we go. That's a lot of you guys.
We'll end this quick. Someone else get up here. He's evading.
The double blade is really good for fighting crowds like this because you catch dudes on like the backswings and stuff like literally all the time. Like half of these dudes I killed, I was not targeting. They just got caught up in like because the double bladed lightsaber, like these attack animations are so wide sweeping. You can absolutely catch people all the time with this. And these guys can't dodge actually, so the double blade is even better against them. Because they rely on super armor. Man, I fucked with all of them. Did one of them grab me out of the... One of them... Okay, hold on. Let's back up a little bit. Oh, can they not follow me out of here? Oh, okay. But look at how much damage I'm doing to all these guys with just basic attack combos. They're all like they're all super wounded. You don't do as much damage per like strike, but when you're catching everyone, it doesn't matter. Also, the split attack you get if you're in double blade is way more damaging. So like this one, so the split attack of each type of blade here, I'm going to back up so I can explain this. The split attack of each type of blade gives you the utility of the other blade. So the single blade is very excellent for fighting single opponents, but its double does this, right? Lots of wide sweeping attacks that do lesser damage to multiple enemies. When you're in double, though, because your basic attacks already do that, let me show you what your big strike does. Bam, bam. The damage is actually insane. Oh shit, I'm gonna just... Let's not fuck this up, Timmy boy, you're so close. There's so few of these guys left, I can switch back to single blade for the bigger damage. That R, if you damage them enough, you can like hack, you can send BD to hack them. Now, whoever came up with this design in Rogue One was an absolute genius. And I'm so glad that this team decided that they were going to, like, continue to use it.
Yeah. It's hard to look at these crystals after everything we went through. BD, we gotta get through this way.
So there's gotta be another secret
we
over
need
there.
to get out of here. They've taken over Ilum.
Are you all right?
No, they spotted me. And that's not all. They're mining kyber crystals.
Captain,
Okay, we got 2 points. Can I get anything with 2 points, or am I at the point where it's 3 points only? Okay, we can get a couple things with 2 points. Oh, actually, it's most things with 2 points. Cool, that's good. Increase the range of the throw, the burst slow, the 360-degree pull. throw when you have the double-bladed lightsaber. You can throw it all around you like that. It does big damage in a big circle. This, I actually am not good enough to get this to happen for some reason. You guys have seen me play, and you've seen me get some really clean dodges, but for some reason, it doesn't seem to matter how clean I get my dodges. This shit never, like, I never get the slowdown, I never get the force back, so I always save this for last, because, like, maybe my dodges just aren't quite clean enough. My evades are quite clean enough, but it, like, never works. We'll go with the further lightsaber throw. The lightsaber throw is a lot of utility, and it's just generally speaking more useful. There are certain enemies. There are certain enemies, like I was alluding to before, like the Purge Trooper Commanders, the ones with blasters, the black armor guys with blasters. The lightsaber throw basically hard counters those dudes. They have like a 0 response. Oh, that was a... Okay. Whoa! I didn't notice those guys. The regular stormtroopers being replaced by snowtroopers because we're on Ilum is a nice touch, though. Oh, shit! I forgot. I rested. You know what? Why not? Oh, man. Oh, am I gonna just cheese these guys? I can just cheese the shit out of them. Oh no. Oh no! Oh, we're getting weirdness!
A little help, bud.
Yeah, go hack that one, buddy. Let's let him go berserk and like... And they just kind of hammer the shit. Dude, you guys want to watch some Rock'em Sock'em Robots? Oh god, that was funny. Here, we'll hack that one too. The window to hack goes down if you either wait too long or if you hit it again. Also, if you hack the last one of those, like if there's no more enemies for them to fight, they'll literally just shut down. Also, you can hit a friendly one to you, and it won't actually, he won't turn. So you don't have to worry about them getting friendly fired and like turning against you. Oh wow, that one just fucking turned around and smacked the shit out of me. So you notice how the fight ended because I killed the last one that was hostile. So the one that was friendly, shut down like automatically. Oh no, that guy.
Keep your distance.
Can you? Oh no. It's this commander. There. Oh no, I didn't hit him. Okay. Can you? This is not how gravity works. Oh no, what a good line. What a fucking good line, dude. Screaming, this is not how gravity works when I fucking... Dude, what a good line.
Enemy above. Come on, Jedi. Fight us. What are you waiting for?
Getting the enemy to fight for you is probably the most horrifying thing you could do to someone. Good thing you can only do it to droids. There are some... Oh shit, I timed that all wrong. There are some characters in certain Star Wars games who Dude.
Stim, please.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to just deal with that guy being able to do that.
Come for us next.
Oh no.
He's mine.
Just waiting for the Rocketeer to end my existence.
Don't let him run. We'll vanquish you. He's damaged.
Oh no. I have one more stem.
Quick, take him down.
Oh, I got shredded, dude. Man, that Rocketeer really fucked my shit up. I spent way too much time trying to get him, like trying to reflect his rocket back at him, and just absolutely wasted a ton of stems.
Remember our patrol protocol. What do you think that was? We're gonna make you pay. Through this. I'll find an opening.
So what other way is out of here? There. Okay. I could have gone to the right instead of the left there, but I will need to go to the left to get out of here.
An intruder up there. I got him.
Wow.
Keep on it.
Oh no. No, no, no. Wow, Jesus Christ.
Move out. He's on the move.
I forgot about that guy. I forgot about him.
Last gunner down.
Jesus, I forgot about I forgot about that repeating blaster guy, and that like really screwed me up. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We can now get that last secret. And then we're gonna rest up, and then we're gonna take that encounter again.
Seer, I remember the wonder of these caves. How I couldn't wait to complete my training and become a Jedi Knight. That's all gone now.
Hey, an intruder.
You can hack him.
I can't catch him. Driving upward.
Let's kill that one. Oh, yeah, thank you. I just need to be able to focus on this guy alone. The really nice thing about unlocking that hack is that the hacking ability on the droids, the security, or the like bodyguard droids like K2SO and shit, are, so when you fight them before unlocking that hack module, you have no choice but to, deal with them for their entire health bar. They can be an inch away from death and they'll still fight you. But once you unlock the hack module, what happens there is that once you get them down to their last, like, I want to say it's like the last, like, 5th or 6th of their health, they get stunned to give you the hack window. Which means that, like, fighting them actually becomes easier because they literally have less health to work with before becoming vulnerable to just being completely shut down or turned against their allies.
Be mindful of your emotions, young one.
But Master, this is easy.
Alright. So now I'm going to rest here, and then I believe that's like all the secrets and everything this planet offers, if I remember right. That secret seems super obvious now that I've done it. 96% explored. I wonder what I'm missing. Oh, I know what I'm missing. It's the secret up here at the very top, the very top of the The very top of the temple, the one I told you guys that we weren't going to worry about until after we got our lightsaber back.
Adversary inbound. This won't end well. Assault him!
Wow. Oh my god. Come on, guys. I don't know why, but I thought I was going to get like a jump to kill, like a jump, like attack prompt there. That's why I leapt into those guys so aggressively. It didn't occur to me that I didn't realize you don't get a jump attack prompt if they are aware of you. I wouldn't be too stoked about that one, Cal. You took a couple of hits.
Acknowledge. Let's take him on.
Oh, come on.
Don't give him an opening. Enemy is missing.
Okay, so we're going to have to force pull and kill that guy, like, immediately.
Someone else take a hit.
Because he...
He's moving.
Hold on, I have an idea. Okay, well, it was a good idea, but I missed one of them, and then I took a big fucking rocket. Taking the rocket is really annoying. Putting like a long-range bombardment guy there was absolutely the most annoying thing they could have done, and so I guess congrats to whichever guy came up with that idea. Let's force push you two out there.
It's our job to kill you. Your odds of surviving are low. Very low. Protect yourself.
Oh, no more force. Hey. Hi, boys. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Let's... Oh, God. No, 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 no. Come on. I was so clever. Okay. There we go. We got some space. Let's... Oh, right. No. Oh, no. They're helping each other. Oh, I got a free hit on that guy. No, 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 no. Oh, oh.
Toast me one, BD.
This is not my best fight. Holy shit. Oh, come on. If I could just get... We're focusing on this guy because he's weak. There we go. Because if I can get one of these guys alone, I can shred him. It was fighting two of them at once that was a huge pain in the ass. Yeah, you see? Bam. All it takes is one of them, like, to completely screw me up. So, I don't have enough to pull you. That's unfortunate. Oh god, the Rocketeer can see me from here. Oh my god. Fuck this guy so much.
You're lighting up Imperial channels. They're sending everything they've got at you.
Are you in green safe?
We're laying low, but the storm's clearing. We won't have any cover.
What about disguising the Mantis' signal?
Their trick may be working if they're not experienced.
There we go.
I have another idea.
Man, fuck that Rocketeer. Killing him felt good, which I'm sure was the point. I actually forgot about that guy. The sheer struggle to fight both of those purge troopers at once and actually get my feet under me, what made fighting that guy, like, completely pushed him out of my mind.
I'm scrambling transmissions, but it won't be long before they're restored. Hopefully it'll buy us some time.
Thank you. There's stormtroopers everywhere.
Ilum was our planet, Cal. Don't let them forget that.
Oh shit. Ow. That was just a bad dodge. I dodged all in one direction.
Get back! What?
Well, I mean, working his 9 to 5 was killing the magic man with the glow stick. Like, yeah, working stiffs and all that, but like, come on. It only goes up to a certain point. I'm not gonna be a good working stiff guy if like your working stiff job involves you killing me.
The last one. I've got you.
My politics go in that direction too. Actually, I personally have like no real. I don't feel all that bad about like anytime I hear a story where something bad happens to a working stiff, but the working stiff is like, or it's framed as like a working stiff, but it's like a cop or something. That's not a working stiff. Is a goon. You know, upholding the exact order that's fucking the world up.
We didn't come all this way to get captured.
Alright, we're gonna climb up here, get this last secret, and then... Yeah, he's just following order. Don't you know? Nothing bad has ever happened when a guy is just following orders. Definitely. That's... yeah. So there's an echo you can sense here, which I'm pretty sure is a Dave Filoni reference.
The great Jedi meditated here. He returned at points throughout his life to contemplate his many adventures and trials.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Marty Cameron. I don't know who this is a reference to. I think it's a reference to like a guy who was like involved in the creation or something. Let me do this. And this is a cosmetic, but we've already got it. But we get this really gorgeous landscape we can look at. And then I believe that that is the planet. Apparently the planet's only 98% explored, which annoys the shit out of me. But whatever, I don't care. I don't care, I say, even though I was literally just talking about how that annoys the shit out of me. And we're gonna drop that, grab that. You don't suffer fall damage in this game, but if I were to jump all the way off that tower, the game would treat it as if I fell into a pit. So, like, you don't take fall damage in this game until you do take fall damage, you know what I mean? And it's not fall damage, really. It's just like, oh no, you fell too far.
Here, we've got company. Tell Grease to close the mantis.
What? With the Empire on your tail? Are you crazy, kid?
Trust me.
We do. We'll close the ship.
Oh.
Buddy, help!
He's stuck on the environment. We're gonna make him pay for it. Oh, no more force. Apparently it's a tribute to a level designer's late father. Oh, that's actually very wonderful and heartwarming. That's one of those things that's just kind of nice to hear about.
Little help, bud.
War crime! Sorry. Ow.
Buddy!
The white environment of Ilos makes the blue of the explosive radius of those grenades, like, not stand out very much. Oh no! I had no force. I tried to push that out, but it didn't work. Yes, the return of the war crime, exactly. What good is a Jedi without a war crime? It's very funny because Jacob and Amanda and I kept watching Clone Wars last night. I'm like getting the two of them. Well, I'm getting Jacob through the series. Amanda's watched it already, but it's very fun watching the Clone Wars with someone as an adult who is like, man, it's pretty fucked up how, like, just everything, all of it.
I needed that.
You did it.
We did. I wouldn't be here without all of you. I used to sit on Baraka dreaming about storming Coruscant with survivors from the Jedi Council. Instead, the Order's hopes rest on a gambler, a fallen Jedi, and a failed Padawan. Bunch of screw-ups.
You can say that again.
BD's the only reliable one. He let Cordova wipe his memory so he could stay behind and guide us.
War is pretty fucked up, even a Star Wars. Yeah, it is, but it's definitely, Star Wars definitely, it's really easy to forget how fucked up the Clone Wars are and a lot of the events of the Clone Wars are because they're like, because it's a cartoon, you know? It's a CG cartoon, so it's really easy to just completely forget and or ignore how fucked up it all is.
Gigantic crash ship on Zepho? Think there's any good loot in that thing?
Think there's any good loot on that thing? You know what, Grease? We'll go back and do the Venator, I promise. But, not yet. It is nice of them to remind you of the Venator, though.
Time I faced him.
Yes. You're ready to face your past.
It is very nice of
You and
them
Trilla.
I don't know
to
if
remind you
you've
of the Venator, because it's such a cool dungeon. You do all sorts of cool shit in there.
What you need to do to start healing, and I'm so proud of you for that. I have my own path.
I'm here for you if you need me.
Man, it's such a nice ship.
We're about to drop out of hyperspace. Sit down.
For the curious, hyperspace does not happen this fast in the actual setting until it does, I guess. That ever since Disney took over, they were a lot less consistent about what hyperspace is supposed to mean, like how fast it's supposed to be and everything. I mean, even before Disney took over, it wasn't very consistent, but after the Disney buyout, it became even less consistent.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Any bets on what horrible thing will happen this time? More dead things, giant spiders, killer plants?
Hold that thought. You don't seem as scared as you were before.
That's because for a brief moment I forgot where we were. But thank you so much for reminding me, Cal.
No problem. Hang on.
Okay, so this part, getting to the tomb, is going to be a lot more annoying than it used to be, because now instead of being spiders and the in that predator, it's just witches now. So we got to deal with shit like this.
Over here.
The double-bladed lightsaber, as I said, very excellent against crowd-type enemies like the witches. Oh, come on, Cal. No, don't do your stupid little twirly. That was a bad fight, you know.
Hey, BD.
Oh, that was close. Wow, did that powerful push actually just kill them all? What? I didn't know that was going to work that well. I was just trying to make some space. Oh shit, I forgot about the... Shit. Come on. Yeah, the sprint slice one-shots those like really consistently. Anytime you fight more than one Night Sister zombie like that, it's always super helpful to bust out the double blade, just by default. That was only one, but I didn't realize it was going to be just one. I expected there to be... Like, I was kicking in a door, and I saw one, but I expected there to be more out of line of sight. Oh, hey, it's the... Oh, shit. It's the... He's going to have a buddy. The robot mercenary droid's going to have a friend. There's always... They tend to travel in pairs. It's very rare that you fight just one. Yeah, see, I can see him right there. I wonder if I can break his jetpack right away. Yep. Oh, shut up. No, fuck! Oh, well, they're not going to be there now, and it's going to be a default engagement. Shit! I was so confident, too. There was a time when I first played this game on the Grandmaster, my first Grandmaster playthrough, where I literally got into the practice, like, the practice mode, and explicitly put myself up against multiple different types of pairings against those mercenaries, so that I'd be really good at fighting them. And for a time, I was good at fighting them. Like, I knew all their tricks, and it wasn't a concern. Hey, Braddock. But I'm a little rusty, apparently, because those guys kind of shredded me. I almost had one of them, which is a real shame. It's a real shame to almost have one. I am doing pretty okay against these witches. Oh, I say, and then I take a hit. I just finished Yakuza Kiwami 2. That's cool. I've never played a Yakuza game. A buddy of mine, Chase, though, plays them and insists that they're really good. Tim the washed up gamer. Yeah, dude, exactly. It's a nightmare, truly. My existence is a punishment and a crime. All in one. And I just reached the conclusion that Kazuma Kiryu is the best superhero of all. Wow, Tim. That's what happens when you read chat while trying to do platforming. I don't know who Kazuma Kiryu is, but I will definitely take your word for it. I should have rested at this one the first time. These witches ain't shit, can't tell me nothing. Or at least Yakuza protagonists from 1 to 6. If they're the protagonist from games literally 1 to 6, can't you just say they're the protagonist? From 0 to 6? That's 7 games that they're the protagonist of. So why do you have to... Are there so many Yakuza games that that's not a supermajority? I'm very mad that those mercenaries won't be there for a rematch, because I want to make up for that stupid loss. I'm going to have to just wait until they try and ambush me later. Nope, because the story is finished in 6. Oh, his story is finished in 6. Now the protagonist has changed. How many games have there been? It's Ichiban now. Oh, Ichiban, number 1. Nice name. Ichiban translates to number 1 for the unaware. How many Yakuza games are there? Because you put Judgment parentheses spin-offs as if there's... Like, yeah, how many fucking Yakuza games are there? That sounds like a lot. And the Kurohyou games, PSP spin-offs.
Master.
You were wrong to return here unarmed.
Not unarmed.
You think that lightsaber proves you a Jedi?
No. Facing you. Memories that have haunted me since Braca. I won't run from them anymore.
Then let us see what manner of death your courage brings.
Boss fight! Boss fight!
Show me what you are truly capable of. Pathetic. Have you truly learned nothing new? Impressive. But is power the answer?
8 games in the main series, 2 for Judgment, 2 for Kurohyou, and some Japan-only games that I don't know. So, is Yakuza just Grand Theft Auto?
I will never forget.
Like, not to sound
Losses become a part
like I'm oversimplifying it, but is it literally just Grand Theft Auto but in Tokyo?
Remember, persistence reveals the path.
Okay, but is it an anime version of Grand Theft Auto? Like, is it? I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to describe here. Is it Grand Theft Auto but Japan? You can't just wreck the city as you see fit. It's not GTA by any means. Okay, cool. Well, because I was made under the impression it's basically Japanese GTA.
Think you can match me?
Oh, Tim. Good start. It's a story-driven game with an open world. Okay, well that describes like 99% of the industry nowadays. And it has a more contained city experience.
Stim here, BD.
But the city in Yakuza is way more alive than in GTA. GTA, you can actually enter a lot of buildings. That's interesting. That's cool. Oh. You can play in arcades. Oh, okay, so there's like a lot of random miscellaneous stuff you can do. That kind of reminds me more of Red Dead Redemption 2 in that regard, because Red Dead Redemption 2 is also a very quote-unquote alive game in the context that you can actually do a lot of stuff that you can, like, if you can see a building, odds are you can probably enter it. At least until you get to Saint Denis.
Don't be scared. Remember, we have a deal. You promised to teach me your magics.
Yeah, pretty much like RDR2, but you can't just talk to anyone. I mean, to be fair, in RDR2, being able to talk to anyone is basically an illusion. Like, it is kind of just an illusion in RDR2. You can't really talk to anyone in RDR2. You can, like, say hi or antagonize. You can say hi to them to gain good reputation, or you can antagonize them to pick fights for bad reputation. It's kind of an illusion.
You chose to return.
Of course I chose to return. I got shit to do.
But
I
not
got a
less.
cute goth girlfriend to flirt with.
Maybe. Marin, right? I'm Cal Kestis. What you were told about the Jedi was not true.
Plus, Kira, you can't just
So
pick
you
fights with
said-
anyone. Ah.
Cal. Malicos said many things too.
Terran Malicos might have been part of my order, but what he is now, I have no idea. All I do know is having a lightsaber isn't what makes you a Jedi.
Then what does?
We were peacekeepers. We were betrayed by those we protected. Hunted down by the Empire. I might be one of the last of my kind.
You usually are the one to get picked on. That happens in a lot of GTA style games where like a lot of the time, like you don't usually start off being like a Trevor tier fucking asshole who just fights people. If you like actually look at a lot of the plots of a lot of the individual missions in GTA, usually it's misunderstandings that result in fights.
Then Malicos came and promised me revenge if I shared our secrets with him in return.
I know what it's like to lose everything. And Malicos was wrong to use that against you. We don't have to be enemies.
We will need this.
There she goes again.
I'll be watching.
Let's get out of here.
Malicos lies ahead. You could turn back.
I can't. Lives are at stake.
Whose lives?
Innocents. Force sensitive children who will be hunted down and murdered.
As we were.
My friend, I have never been one to shy away from the pursuit of knowledge.
The vibes with the Zepho temples and stuff are pretty immaculate.
Massacre.
Not gonna lie.
They killed their own kind for promises of power.
Anytime, if you guys play this game on your own, I'm not reading a lot of the stuff you get from these Force Echoes. It's like a lot of Dark Souls style, like cool little lore tidbits. It's all definitely very worth it. Like it's definitely worth engaging with and reading if you play this game on your own time.
How Kestis?
Oh, you boys ready?
Welcome home.
You boys ready for a lightsaber boss
Begin your
fight?
training. What in these ruins tempts you so much to risk death?
I could ask you the same thing.
There is power there. Beyond Jedi understanding. Power I control. I would offer you the same thing.
Don't you understand? I'm not interested in power. I want to restore the Order.
Restore the Jedi Order. Oh, you poor fool. It's over! Jedi fell long before the Purge. It was stifled by tradition. Deafened by our past glories. Blinded by endless war.
Maybe. But it's never over, Malicos. We stand here now, the chance to learn. To rebuild from our mistakes.
Jedi learn. There's no future for them. Why can you not see that? It's time for something new. You and me. We could build something different. Something better.
No. That's right, Cal. Hit him with the no.
DaThOmIr
Will be your grave. Rah, 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 rah. I don't think I'm gonna no-hit this guy. I've gotten close though in like practice fights. I no-hit the Ninth Sister one time, and I've beaten her while only taking one shot a few times, but I've never successfully no-hit Terran Malicos. He usually gets me with something. Although I'm doing pretty good here. Does that count? I don't know if that counts as taking a hit. Oh, there, yeah. Stuff like random little follow-throughs like that I don't see coming.
Come on! Cannot avoid death forever. You will not beat me.
You can just push those back at him, interrupt that attack sequence. Oh, hey, I saw it coming that time. That time, I'm pretty sure I hit the button, but it just... my mouse did that fucking thing it does. Oh, Tim, what are you doing? I tried dodging when I really shouldn't have. I should have prepped for that lightsaber to come in. Well, I got to this cutscene while only taking like 1 or 2 hits. I am doing better at this. This is usually about how my fights with Terran Malicos go. I take like a couple of hits here and there, and I need to use 1 or 2 stims, but I kick his ass anyway. Marin's got a fucking laser cannon in her hands that she can just do.
No right to our magic.
That's kind of a cool sequence.
Get up, Cal Kestis. You're not dead yet.
Too slow. Dodging won't save.
Oh, I got kind of lucky there. I definitely... Whoa! Hey, 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 hey! Wow.
Right here, BD.
Tim, you're getting way too aggressive. Tim, you need to relax.
Another.
Mind is sharp.
Ah, I tried to attack him there, and I should have been a bit more careful on my own end. Man, I did the first section of this fight really well, and now I'm just kind of... Oh, nope, 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 no, no! Oh, now I'm out of stims for some reason. Wow, I must not have done as well as I thought. Oh, wow, hey. Am I actually going to die? No. No, I did! Wow! That's not what I expected to happen. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Yeah, no, Night Sisters are pretty crazy. If you want to like talk about like power levels and shit. Yeah, the end. Right? No, I died. That was really frustrating. I didn't expect that to happen. Oh, right, they got the archer support. God damn it.
You cannot break me.
Oh, shit. That was close. Okay, Tim, come on, buddy. Get to Terran Malicos without needing to use a stim challenge. Difficulty impossible. I think when you're streaming, you always... I do, dude. It happens every time. Like, I can't emphasize enough that that's the first time I've died to Terran Malicos in what feels like a very long time. Dying to Terran Malicos is not something I typically do. This guy's not hard. I just... The streamer curse. Let's get that hit. There we go. So I can get that stupid gold border off him.
Come on. I'm too quick.
What happened is I'm too like used to Terran, if that makes any sense. I'm too used to doing just okay in my fights against him, so what happened was I got aggressive there and a few times where I really shouldn't have. You guys will notice that every single time I dodge one of his sequences, I immediately like sprint charge him. which is definitely not something I should be doing. Oh, you thought you were gonna give me with that one, didn't you, Taryn?
I won't let you strike me down.
Oh, he just does it twice in a row for like no reason.
Knives in my worse. Too slow.
Oh. Got the whole sequence off. That sucks. I thought I got the parry, but I was wrong. There we go.
The only cowards run.
There we go. Just when people stream, they usually divide their attention between gameplay and chat. You're probably right. There's, to a certain degree, I'm like marginally distracted. That's fine though. Oh yeah, you see, like I just charged him straight out of that, but I didn't expect him to like literally start throwing out an attack before he had even because at that point he had thrown out an attack literally before he'd even like the dust had settled from those rocks I'd put on him. And actually, you notice when I was attacking him there, he had actually literally been throwing out an attack of his own. Doing this again. Now I'm going to charge him. Yeah, you see, and he was starting his own attack, but he canceled it because I had thrown mine out before. This might be it.
That was nothing.
Yep, there we go. Victory!
What is this?
It's like you said, Malikos. DaThOmIr will be your grave.
This has got to be a really terrible way to go, by the way. Because he's still alive down there. He's suffocating right now. He's about to die of suffocation in like a couple seconds. Victory screech! Wait. No, wait. What is it that they do? They do like a tongue ululation. They go or something like that, but it's not literally the... It's like the SpongeBob version of the Muslim ululation that people know from media.
The ones who built this tomb, the Zepho, they created an object called the Astrium. It opens a vault on a distant planet.
Can I play in it? Yeah. Yeah, dude. I would love to play as Marin in the next game. Have some sections where you have to like... Where you like hit a character switch button and Marin can do things that Cal can't. That'd be super cool.
Then it will come for DaThOmIr before long, as the war did. I will help you find this Astrium.
This place, it's
Horrifying.
Oh no. Oh no, we're suffering. Oh god, something got caught in my throat. No, this is a nightmare. I'm not dying, I promise. We're good, everything's fine. I'm fine. Holy shit. Oh man, I have a huge headache. Oh god, I have a huge headache now.
You finally found it.
It is real.
Marin, this could be the key to the next generation of Jedi.
Yeah, DaThOmIr is fucking killing me, dude. Oh god, that's unfortunate.
I'm happy for you.
You guys ever cough so hard and so violently that you can
My people.
you can taste vomit a little bit in your mouth? Because that just happened and I hate it.
After the purge,
Oh man, everything's a nightmare now.
I was alone for a long time.
Tim's Arthur Moore. Yeah, dude, the consumption's getting me.
I was scared that they
I got TB.
what I was.
I'm dying, sister.
What changed?
The truth is,
A very good friend of mine told me to go out.
I'm
find my
afraid.
place in the galaxy.
It's my Arthur Morgan impression.
Oh, no. Life has this funny way of forcing you on the path forward anyway.
Oh god, I need to drink something. I'm gonna step away for a couple seconds. I need to get a drink.
A path forward. I will join you.
You will?
I've spent years waiting for a chance to avenge my sisters. I'm finished waiting. I wish to fight by your side. Night Sisters and Jedi do not travel together, but
Oh, Dutch.
they adapt.
I gave you all I had. I did.
Yeah, yes we do. What do you think, BD?
Ugh. When I had COVID, that happened like once. Dude, that's gotta suck. I hope you're not suffering from the long COVID.
My crew.
Based on some of what I've heard, kind of sounds like a nightmare.
Then we'll convince them.
I gave you all I had, Dutch. I think I do a decent Arthur Morgan. I do a better Arthur Morgan than I do, I do a better Arthur Morgan than I do a John Marston. I think the natural pitch of my voice is closer to Arthur than it is to Dutch, or than it is to John. Sorry.
There's no way forward.
Holy shit. God, that was a nightmare, guys. Are you ready to fight 2 Night Acts?
Are you gonna help me with this?
So you can handle it.
Oh, they just knocked me off the map. Oh, we're getting caught up on architecture, boys.
Here.
The thing about Night Axe is that they always throw out like one more attack than you think. Whenever you're like, oh, these got to be done. It's not. There's always one more. Literally one more. No idea how I dodged that perfectly. That was a fucking flurry of claws. No clue how I perfectly dodged that one.
Hey, BD.
When I cough really hard, it hurts deep down in the back of my throat, but other than that, I don't feel any different. Well, that's good. I'm glad that otherwise you don't feel no different. Oh, wow. Oh, God. Wow, guys. I got scared. That's unironically what happened. I got spooked. I got spooked and I lost control. Get your guard up, Cal.
BD.
Bam. Let's go, boys. We got it this time.
This woman you travel with, who is she?
See her? Wait, how do you know about her?
I have seen your companions. Malicos wanted me to attack them, but they posed no threat.
See her, well, she used to be a Jedi. It's a long story.
I would like to learn it.
Marin is precious. You should do a late night hiking stream in the woods so we can see you get abducted by aliens. That's more Jacob's vibe. I'm not a hiker, really. I mean, I should be. I should start doing it. I like being outside. I like being outside, but I don't like the general achy feeling I get when I'm hiking. Like, you know, my feet hurt, my ankles hurt, my knees hurt. Like, it just... If there was a way to enjoy nature... Like, I think I would enjoy bicycling a lot more. I enjoy bicycling a lot. Bicycling is very fun, and it lets me be outside without dealing with the general achiness. With the general... Oh, hey, it's one of the mercs! Where's his buddy? Oh, no. There we go. Oh, no, no, Tim! God damn it, dude! I get way too aggressive when I fight these guys and I don't heal, and that's what's getting me killed every time. It's like, oh, I've got his fucking rocket pack down, let's just kill him, and then oh god, dude. I get way too aggro. Well, there goes that chance. Fuck. I'm annoyed. Since I talked about it, I must ask, you ever... I own a whole bunch of them. I bought them all in, like, a sale because my buddy Chase plays them and insists that they're really good and tells me I should play them someday. And I just haven't gotten around to it. Oh, wait. I went the wrong direction. That's not the way I wanted to go. I just haven't cared enough to try them, if I'm being honest. I've got, like, other games I want to play. If that makes any sense. Like, I just got other stuff I want to do more. Like, after this... After I beat Fallen Order's campaign, what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of miscellaneous streams. I might do another one for Fallen Order where I just do a bunch of the combat challenges. And then after that... God, I still don't... Holy shit. I don't know what happened there, but it fucked me up. Yeah, it would be cool. But like there's a couple of other big beat 'em up series we're going to do after a couple of miscellaneous streams. So the next major series I'm going to do, although it's going to be more spread out, is God of War. We're going to do God of War, but the reason it's going to be more spread out is because my wife, my partner Amanda, is what's called a Githya, which is a priestess of the Nordic religion, the Norse pagan religion. So the gimmick for the God of War stream is that it's going to be God of War with my Githya wife. But because she's not always as available for streaming as I am, yeah, the new one, the Norse one, the reboot, or the soft like reboot, you know what I mean? God of War 4. Because my wife isn't as available for streaming as I am, those episodes are gonna be less frequent. I'm gonna do more random stuff in between those episodes. Like my go-to random game to stream for you guys is is Monster Hunter. So expect a lot of Monster Hunter. When I do play a lot of Destiny in my spare time, so expect Destiny content. But no, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to be playing kind of in between things. But God of War is going to be the next big series, and then after that, is it just me? Is it? It might be you. I prefer the new God of War gameplay. I don't like... Wow, God, they fucked me up.
Help.
I don't like the old God of War gameplay. I don't think it ages well. It's kind of like... Are you... Oh, I am excited for the new season of Destiny, actually. I'm very excited. In my opinion, the new God of War versus old God of War gameplay conversation is basically talking about Fallen Order versus Force Unleashed. Right? That's the comparison that comes to my mind. It's not a perfect comparison because the new God of War isn't really a Souls-like, but it's a more drawn-in, close-up, like, harder, more skill-based, like, experience compared to the Force Unleashed, where, like, yeah, there's skill involved in that, and there's some enemies that can overwhelm you, but the expectation is you're a god, and you're going to just tear through them. So, much like I vastly prefer keeping up with Fallen Order to Force Unleashed, I just kind of prefer
Whoa, who's this? What's that supposed to mean?
God of War 4 to the prequels. Or its prequels, you know what I mean?
This is Marin.
She's a witch, isn't she?
A night sister. Your fear is unnecessary.
I haven't kept up with it all since the semester started because I can't let myself get sucked back in.
I trust her.
I'm really good at playing the game and then just jumping off because I play
We'll have to earn it.
I play Destiny at a pretty high level. My friend, like, basically the only reason I hop on now is when there's either new content or if my friends want to do a raid or like a Grandmaster Nightfall. Like,
They like you.
that's basically, like, I don't play lower tier content not because it's beneath me, but because I've played so much of it now that, like, I've moved past the need to play a lot of it.
I don't know what you're saying.
I don't know what you're saying. So I have 2 different raid jackets.
What do you think we'll find?
If that makes any, like, if that means anything to anybody. The thing is, for me, I feel like God of War had a very refined hack and slash combat system. It was good.
I'm just saying, I'm not too bad of a
I just think that the new God of War's combat system is also very refined and very good.
Sure, that's fine.
But I prefer the closer up,
great-grandmother made a
the more
nice
like
stew
close up
after a
visceral
terror.
vibes of it.
Oh, it was special. It was the patience she put into making it. Slow cooked the braised shack roast from the night before, broth simmering all day, and fresh ingredients from the farm. Oh, it was special.
The war took a lot of people from us, but we're still here. Don't forget that, Grease.
Thanks.
People who do World's First raids are insane. One of my jackets is from a World First. My Deep Stone Crypt jacket is a, well, it's no, sorry, not World's First. I meant to say Day One when I said that. We took part in the World's First raid, or like attempt, or we like raced for it, but we obviously didn't win.
Is anybody hungry? I was thinking of whipping up some scaz steaks. I'm sorry, am I interrupting?
No, Captain. And we couldn't have gotten this far without you.
Oh, well,
It's true, Grease.
Yeah, no, my Deep Stone Crypt jacket's from
hey,
Day
I
One.
hope
It's
you
pretty
get
cool.
in there and you find that hollow thing.
Holocron.
Are you sure it's something you should find?
What do you mean?
The children on that list. If you take them from their homes to train as Jedi, won't they be hunted like you?
It has to be kept out of the hands of the Empire.
It'll help us put an end to the Empire.
Oh, hey, change of plans, we're arriving.
Oh, Grease.
Yeah?
I take my steak rare.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah, no, the World's First guys are crazy. The World's First guys are especially crazy. Oh, the sunlight coming through like that is all fucked up. Yeah, the game ends its story like really well.
The energy is different here.
Yeah, it's different than DaThOmIr.
Yes. DaThOmIr is intricate. Its ancient power emanates from the shadows. Bogano feels more simplistic, and yet I can't figure it out.
Bogano is special. There's a reason the Zepho built their vault here.
Where your holocron waits. Hidden.
What are you getting at?
This planet has remained nearly untouched for centuries. Were the lives you seek to protect really in danger before you intervened?
Marin is very good at cutting straight to the core of the holocron issue. Oh, shit. Whoop. I just dropped the cap of my drink. There it is. Okay. Yeah, no, Marin is very good at cutting straight to the core of the holocron question. She doesn't really take any bullshit as far as, like, just kind of believing that it's, like, necessary. Like a thing that has to happen. You know? The reason Bogano especially because it has Ogdo. Oh, you missed it, Snake. Or were you there for that? We no-hit Ogdo first attempt before I even got access to Sims. It was pretty cool. I was unbearably smug about it. I was like annoyingly smug about it. I can hear a baby Ogdo in the back.
I'm sensing something weird. This is gonna sound strange, but I think it's the action. The closer we get to the vault,
Wow,
the
Tim.
stronger it feels.
Wow, Tim.
Careful, buddy. We still don't know how this thing works.
I really like the meme of Ogdo Bogdo. Because he was like, when this game first came out and everyone was like playing it and talking about it on Twitter, Ogdo was the big like filter boss. Like a lot of people basically fought Ogdo Bogdo and either one of three things happened. They either beat him and it wasn't a problem because they understood the basic mechanic that Ogdo was trying to teach you. Because Ogdo as a boss is basically just there to make sure that you know how to parry. If you know how to parry and do basic dodge roll, then Ogdo can't really touch you. It's not a problem. But, a lot of people didn't realize that, and he beat them. So either you beat him and you're fine, you learn the lessons the game wanted you to learn, or you lost against him and you had the ideal Souls experience of going, okay, well, I'm going to just get better, come back and try this again. Or there was what a lot of very vocal people were doing on Twitter, which was going, this game sucks, this boss is busted, I don't want to play this anymore. Because that does happen in, like, Souls-likes. It's like Ogdo, I remember when this game first came out, and Ogdo was like a really good filter boss.
Amazing. The vault itself is built like a giant holocron. And linked. Something about that wall. We're close.
This section is very cool. I love I love when this game does visions. This game's visions kind of rock.
I offer this record of our civilization to those who will follow. Despite our wisdom and technological achievement, we face extinction. Dogma blinded us to the path of balance, and gradually we allowed our pride to corrupt us. The greater control we sought, the further we fell into ruin.
shall teach them the ways of the Force.
Master Kestis.
We shall begin with physical preparation.
What is the Force?
Gather round, everyone.
Master Kestis, do you think the Empire will find us?
Yeah, Fallen Order plays a lot more like Sekiro than a traditional Souls game. I've also heard that Bloodborne plays very similarly to that style. Lots of heavy focus on like parrying instead of parrying and blocking instead of like hard dodging and blocking. But I don't know. I've not personally played this section right here. This is a great example of why the visions in this game rock. Really excellent use of the game's layout, like mechanical layout, to show us just show us visions. It's really excellent.
Capture the younglings. Kill the rest.
Sekiro is very fast-paced. Well, I mean, Fallen Order is really fast-paced too if you're playing well. When I am playing at my best, when you guys see me doing really well at this game, I'm very fast-paced. I get right up in people's noses, and it's constant action when I'm doing my best.
Target sighted.
Help me, Master Kestis!
Moving in.
Once you start fighting Sekiro, it's basically non-stop. But yeah, it's very rhythm game in that regard. I'm planning on streaming Sekiro at some point. Well, but yeah, no, you're right. FO is not slow, but FO does give you more space to breathe in general than Sekiro does. Even if it's not much, but it's a little bit. Sekiro is very rhythm game in that regard.
Cal Kestis. Surrender now, and we may spare the youngest. That's right. On your knees.
What's gonna happen?
Nice. Oh, cool. I remember this section absolutely fucked with me the first time I played it. I was like, because I also stood around in the dark for a little while before remembering I can use my lightsaber as like a torch. So this section absolutely fucked with me hardcore.
Feeling I'd see you here.
Oh? How uncharacteristically prescient of you. Here I thought your greatest virtue was your dogged persistence as you stumbled from one debacle to the next.
Guess you made a mistake not killing me on Baraka then.
A scant mercy. I wagered one meaningless Padawan against a prize that will win me the
Hold on. As soon as this cutscene's over, Snake, I'll respond to that. I do actually have I do genuinely have an opinion about that take.
But yours has cost you the lives of all the Force-sensitive children on that list, as well as your own.
Like you said, Trilla, I'm persistent.
Okay. Oh, and then I start coughing immediately. So you say you like when stories say that having too much light is just as bad as too much dark, or that there's no good or bad. It's just people who use it. Having light be the default good and dark being the default bad is kind of boring. that's a Disney Star Wars thing. So if you check out OG Star Wars, you never actually hear the phrase light side ever being used. What was heard was the phrase the living force. So before Disney acquired Star Wars and turned it into a light side, dark side thing, what it was you had the living force, which is just the force that people experience. And then you had the dark side, which is what happens when the living force was corrupted by basically evil intent. That's the version of the force that I personally prefer. I don't like this whole light side, dark side shit. The living force being just a mysterious thing that exists, and the dark side being a corruption of it, is, in my opinion, a lot better. And the balance of the force just meaning that there is no dark side, and there's no dark side users fucking things up, and that the living force is allowed to exist in peace. Because balance, I'm actually going to borrow a phrase from Destiny here, balance is not the same thing as equity. Right? When the dark side is presented as an antagonistic force. When the dark side is around, everything sucks. People who are touched by the dark side are more antagonistic. They're usually more imbalanced, and things never go well. The people who touch the living force but can follow the living force without also being very dogmatic and without following the Jedi's very strict code. The first character that comes to my mind is Jolee Bindo from the first KOTOR. He's an excellent example of a quote-unquote gray Jedi. Not a gray Jedi in the context that it's someone who uses the light and the dark in equal amount. I don't like that phrase. That phrase sucks. But a gray Jedi meaning someone who is a Jedi, is an adherent of the living force. They just don't follow the capital J, capital O Jedi Order's dogmatic code. And that's what Jolee Bindo is. He is a lightsider. Very specifically, he is a light sider. There's very little about him that's dark. But he's an adherent of the living force, and as such comes across less like a paladin and more like a druid, if that makes any sense. In my opinion, when Jedi are presented to their best degree, and when the force is presented in its best way, Jedi come across less like paladins and more like druids and hedge wizards. And the dark side is what happens when they turn bad. Because there are people out there who are just bad, who are just evil. Like, when I was younger, I used to think that everything was in shades of gray, but as I've gotten, weirdly enough, this may sound strange to people in my audience who are young or who are watching this video back who are younger and think that, you're very mature for seeing the world in shades of gray. When you get older, you'll realize there are some people out there who are just evil. And there are some people out there who are just good. Yeah, most of us live in between, but there are some people out there who are just bad. And I like the living force being a spectrum of normal people living normal lives, and then the dark side being a corruption of that. The light side, dark side dynamic, in my opinion, makes it a lot more boring, where light is, good and dark is bad, and the story doesn't do anything more with it. I agree with you there, but I disagree with you when you say that, stories saying that too much light is just as bad as too much dark. But only... Are we back? Are we back? I believe we're back. Okay, reconnection successful. Cool. Sorry about that, everyone. OBS disconnected for a little bit for some reason. But yeah, I don't like the light side as a concept. I think the light side as a concept is pee-poo poo-poo. And the living force is a lot more interesting. Alright, we're in a boss fight. Oh, let's not attack into unblockables, Cal. Oh, okay. She super armors. Well, the living force isn't gray. The living force is just the living force. It's people living. It's because the force doesn't just exist. The force exists because of life. The force is a tulpa. And as a reflection of life, it's complex. The living force is complicated. But it's not bad, because when it gets bad is when it turns into the dark side. It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of normal, if that makes any sense. It's life.
It's been through hell.
Don't go. We need to stick together.
No. I'm going to lure them away, and then I'm going to circle back. Stay with the younglings, Trilla. May the Force be with you.
Master, don't leave us!
Trilla, what's going to happen?
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, the scene is dark, man. Every single actor in this game really knocks it out of the park. For real.
No.
Man, that is a very dirty visor, Trilla. You should do something about that. I don't know, my perspective on the Force is a lot more old school, I guess. I'm kind of a boomer when it comes to that. The light side is dumb, the living Force is awesome. Jedi should feel more like druids than paladins. Jolie Bindo is the best Jedi in any Star Wars media, period. And if you guys haven't played the first KOTOR, you absolutely should. The first KOTOR is absolutely worth your time.
Just in time.
So I took a couple of hits, but we at least got through that, like, half boss fight without dying. It could have been worse. Wow, man, that... Oh, come on.
Help me! Here!
That was not a good fight. Cal.
I need something, buddy!
What? Excuse me? No, Cal, don't do the flourish. We didn't deserve it. Wow, I'm not sure why I tried to do that. Dude. Yeah, no, man. That fucking Froggo just ate it. That boy had a rough ass time. That fucking Froggo had a rough one, dude.
Someone else take it. We win. You can't beat us all. I thought I'd be the last one standing.
Yeah, dude, that boy fucking flew out of there. So we can get... Wow, Tim. Wow, Tim. There we go. That's better. So there's one more... There's 3 more stims in this game. Wow, what the fuck just happened there? There's 3 more stims in this game, but there's one of them immediately available to us right here. Easy peasy. Oh, can you not pull those? Aha! I could have gotten this particular secret ages ago if I just used pushed and slow. Wow.
There we go.
Alright, we're at 8 now instead of 7. I don't remember where all of them are. There's 2 more left that we can get, because you max out at 10. One of them is in the Venator, but I can't remember if 2 of them are in the Venator or if it's just 1, and then I need to find 1 more somewhere else. I want to say they're both either in or near the Venator. But doing the Venator is like a whole other session. So what we're going to do is we're going to just beat the campaign and then go back and do the Venator later.
I saw what happened between you and Trilla, what you both went through. I'm so sorry. I was arrogant, I was foolish. I could never understand what you went through. She has a holocron. I don't know where she's taking it.
I'm responsible for the path that Trilla is on. And what she does next is the cost of all of my mistakes.
Our mistakes are in the past. And it's all of our responsibility, and it's about what we do next that's important. You told me that, Seer.
You're right. I know where she's taking it. There's a fortress where they take Jedi, where the Inquisitors come from. It's a place of torture. It's the place I escaped. I just never thought I'd be going back there.
Won't be going alone. I'll have a friend with you.
No.
This section is pretty cool. I like this cutscene a lot, too.
I'll have a Jedi with me.
So, I'm sure in Jacob's stream, when he was streaming this game, Jacob mentioned that, like... Because he's mentioned it to me in personal conversations, that this game does the kind of boring thing where it's like, oh, what if being a Jedi was bad? You know, what if being a Jedi came with a lot of trauma? And yeah, it does do that. It's a kind of basic plot in that regard, but I feel like the game does an excellent job of taking a step forward and then going, okay, but what do you do about that trauma?
By the will of the
Right, what if being a Jedi was bad and traumatic? But then what? Like, the game is comfortable asking you, and then what? And the answer is, you deal with it. And you move past it. and you try to do the right thing after it's done.
So are you.
And I think the game is very good in that regard. Notice it got kind of quiet after I did my whole Living Force mild rant. I really hope I didn't like scare you guys off with that one.
Quiet. Too quiet.
I was more inviting conversation there about the Living Force. I didn't mean to just completely shut your guys' opinions down on that one. So apologies if that's what it came off as. No, I was just getting into the cutscenes. Yeah, it is. Honestly, it's a very good game. It's very easy to get into the cutscenes. All right, are you guys ready for the last section? The last story planet.
Like it was perfect before? It was a masterpiece, but now, just don't be surprised if I send you a bill.
Someone's low on funds.
I mean, sure, okay, that may be part of it, but I'm used to it. Were you rich growing up?
Wealth isn't really a
Time to kill Darth Vader and save the galaxy. Yeah, exactly, dude.
My crew and I would find things to do for cheap. That's where I learned how to play Subhawk.
A game which requires credits. Strange choice.
Well, we were kids. We bet all kinds of dumb things from food to funny-shaped rocks. Unfortunately, things changed when we got older. Funny-shaped rocks didn't go so far anymore.
The galaxy would be a better place if they did.
That's a nice. I don't think I've heard that dialogue before. Some of these like fun little like family dialogues are really pop up on you. I'm in my like I'm in my fifth replay of this game now, and like I still hear new ones every now and again.
With the defenses they got, our usual tricks just aren't gonna cut it.
I can help.
What are you thinking?
A ritual. It will hide the ship, I hope.
A ritual?
She has a knack for this kind of stuff.
Wait.
Imagine if the game would pull a DMC5 and just let you do it. Yeah. If you like have the skill.
One of your arms will do nicely.
Wait, what?
Don't be so serious. Join me up front.
That'd be dude. Honestly, I also have DMC5, and I played the first like couple of hours of it before I moved on to other stuff. Honestly, I could play DMC5 on stream too. I also want to revisit Metal Gear Rising because it's been ages since I played that game. I could stream that. Like honestly, I'm thinking I might just stream a whole bunch of third-person action games that I enjoy, or like played some of but never finished. It's kind of the direction that we're going with that one. I didn't realize this stream was going to turn, because I like to play a lot of first-person shooters.
What do you think the odds are?
I didn't expect a lot of my streaming experience.
My money's on you, kid.
Aw, thanks, Grease. I didn't count on my streaming experience to go hardcore in like third-person action games. But between Fallen Order and Monster Hunter being... Like, Monster Hunter, I think I'm just always going to be playing. Like, I was playing it when I was young, and then I rediscovered it when I was old, and
I feel the pull.
I really enjoy streaming it for you guys. It's a ton of fun.
In there and whatever you see. Don't worry about me. Just get it and get out.
Close in on the fortress.
It's time.
And like, it seems like so far the audience that have been around for my Monster Hunter streams have enjoyed it. Obviously, if you guys don't, you can let me know, but like, it's gotten good reception. Virgil's very fun to play. Virgil's my boy. Yeah, I haven't gotten far enough that I play Virgil yet. I really like Nero. His gameplay is very cool. I like Nero a lot. It's kind of a basic... He's kind of a basic character compared to... He's kind of a basic character compared to, like, Virgil and Dante from what I've seen, but I really like Nero a lot. The Red Queen is a very excellent sword. It's very fun. The arms are kind of cool, although I only stick with, like, one or two of them. my like brace of arms like basically just looks kind of the same. I like the arm that you can use to give yourself like a rocket pulse or whatever. That's a ton of fun. Oh, that's neat. I might try that. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how I feel about it when I start it. There's a lot of stuff I'm thinking of streaming or planning on streaming that, like, even if I don't take off, I'm going to be doing this content for a long time. Because I also want to stream Kingdom Hearts for you guys. Because I grew up on Kingdom Hearts, and I love Kingdom Hearts a lot. And Kingdom Hearts 4 got announced, and I think it's time for, I think it's time for a series replay pretty soon. You know what I mean? Nero's the noob-friendly guy. He's bound to be the easiest. I don't think I like him because he's the easiest. I think I just really like a character with good fundamentals. But I dare you to keep it a triple S rank for long as him. Yeah, I don't know. I just really like a character that has really good, solid fundamentals. And Nero seems like he has good fundamentals, and the Red Queen is a pretty great weapon. Come on, Tim. Wow. God. I mean, I feel like the Devil Breakers would have landed a lot. I feel like the Devil Breakers would have been a lot cooler for people if you could manually switch them and you didn't have to, literally ditch an arm to get access to another arm. But like having to literally break your current Devil Breaker to get access to the next one, I feel like rubs a lot of people the wrong way. Okay, yeah, there we go. The door's closed. No, door's not closed no more. There we go. Dante and Virgil are mechanically speaking beasts. I think I would enjoy Dante a lot more than Virgil because I like the idea of switching between a bunch of cool weapons more than the idea of... Because from what I understand, Dante has like a whole host of weapons he swaps between, and they're all cool and unique. Virgil has like 3 weapons, I think, only 3, but he has more moves with all of them. And then Nero only has the 1 weapon. Well, I guess 2 if you count his gun. But, he has more moves with them than anyone else, except for V. Oh, I didn't like playing V. I just remembered that V existed. I got far enough that I had done a couple missions with V, and I remember really not liking V.
Stim BD.
I'll handle this. Don't let him escape.
That was not the button I meant to hit.
Up here.
Why do you try?
Bury the Light is such a good battle theme. I don't... Is Bury the Light V's? I'm kind of a... I like... or is that Nero's? I like Nero's a lot. Nero's is kind of edgy, but it's fun. I feel like V is too classic goth for me, if that makes any sense. Because they're all different kinds of like alt. They're all different kinds of like alt, right? Like Nero is just a raw punk by the time we get to 5. V is very like classic goth. Dante is kind of like old boomer punk, if that makes any sense. And, Virgil is, like, edgy goth, you know what I mean? But they're all different kinds of, like, alt dude. Come on, guy. Let's fight without the heavy blasters.
Too much for you? Keep him. Can't stand against me.
Oh, wow, I thought I dodged that. The double-bladed lightsaber is not the best kind of, is not the best weapon to use against the staff guy, but it's just very fun to fight the staff guy with the quarterstaff style lightsaber and, like, beat him with it. It's very, like, haha, I can do it better than you. I describe Virgil as what I think every anti-hero should be. He's not exactly ill-intended. I mean, not sure I have an exceptionally strong opinion on what an anti-hero should be. I think maybe I'm a bit of a boomer, but I think the best anti-hero, to my mind, is the best example of one, just off the top of my head, without like really thinking too hard about it, is Vegeta. The best anti-hero is the kind of anti-hero who just occasionally relapses into being a villain, but dies doing the right thing.
Cleared out this area, but the Empire sealed me in. Any ideas?
Cal, look for a control room. I've got a plan.
I think I'm standing in one. This needs power.
He's ready to do whatever. Okay. Was that, I'm supposed to pull that separately from the thing. Well, I mean, yeah, that just sounds like a typical, like, kind of edgy anti-hero to me, which, like, I guess is kind of the idea. Vegeta kind of does that, too. Vegeta is willing to do really bad things to do what he thinks is right. And then sometimes,
Whoa, see that, BD?
And then sometimes he just relapses and becomes a villain again.
Let's check it out.
I've disabled the shields on the outer sections of the fortress. Flood the base and swim to the central keep.
Hell of a plan.
We'll meet up inside.
Maybe I'm a little bit boring. I don't like.
Let's go, BD.
I don't care for the idea that, like,
that section looks pretty weak.
It's like, ooh, it's a demon side or whatever. I don't know. It just strikes me as kind of lame. I think it's a lot more interesting when a character does something bad because, like, they make the intentional decision to do something bad.
Hang on.
The devil side of him making him do bad things, I think, is only interesting if you can pull like an Agent Venom and then basically convince the devil side of him to become a good guy later down the line. Because that's part of what makes Agent Venom so interesting, is that Venom and Flash end up kind of healing each other's trauma. For anyone who doesn't know what Agent Venom is a comic where Venom from Spider-Man gets paired with a war veteran, Flash Thompson, the guy that tried to beat Peter Parker up in high school in the first Sam Raimi movie. You know, I wouldn't want to fight me neither. That guy went to war as a soldier, lost his legs to an IED. The government's like, well, you were a really good soldier, so how about we pair you up with this symbiote, and you become like, he basically becomes like a government superhero, but like he goes rogue basically like every single story. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of part of his appeal, is that he'll buck orders and go rogue at like the drop of the hat. It's kind of funny.
Go get him! Fighters, you coward! That's a blow to morale.
Ow. Those individual blaster bolts do not do a lot of damage, even at Grandmaster. That's very strange.
It's like the dojo at the Jedi Temple. Wrong. corrupted. Let's move, BD.
Killing Spider-Man is cool. Well, the thing about Spider-Man is that
Let's see what's behind
Spider-Man was Venom's first. Peter Parker was Venom's first pairing, and the symbiotes take those pairings very seriously, to the point that Peter getting rid of him and breaking him off was actually like a really traumatic experience for Venom. So that's Venom's trauma that Flash helps him get over, you know. Flash becomes his, you know, his best buddy host, and helps him get over the trauma of losing Peter Parker. And Venom kind of helps heal Flash by giving him a feeling of agency, because Flash lost his legs in war, and, you know, the life of a recently crippled soldier really sucks. So,
What'd you find?
being able to be a hero and do hero shit makes Flash feel like involved and engaged in his life in a way that he couldn't do before. Didn't Venom give Flash fake cancer so he wouldn't get rid of Venom? I don't remember that plot point, but that definitely sounds like something he would do. Mumble. Yeah, dude, we fucked him up on that one. Oh, hey! It's, this guy's got a blaster. This is the one I told you guys about, where he can't really deal with, yeah, the lightsaber throw. See? Lightsaber throw fucks him up and sets him up for... Look at that. That wasn't shit, dude. That was super easy. Purge Trooper Commander, super easy to deal with when you have lightsaber throw. That wasn't shit, dude. Absolutely get fucked, big guy. Oh, fuck the rocket dudes. Not in the mood for you.
Did we scare you? Fight me, Jedi.
Alright, you. We're gonna deal with you, and then we can deal with the fucking power axe guy later.
BD, I need help.
Oh, shit. Alright, power guy by himself now. I don't know the trick to these guys yet, if I'm being honest with you.
More! Give me more! Strike true! Can you survive? I'm going to destroy you.
So far, the trick to them, in my experience, is... Oh my god, that hit hard. Don't be afraid to just parry normal axe blows. And also put pressure on them when they do that move. Oh hey, we got through the whole dojo multi-stage fight without dying. And we even... we only used half our stims, too. And I've got 3 points now, which means we can use the power of friendship. BD1 stim canisters also completely heal your force meter. This, right here, the power of friendship, easily one of the best skills in the entire game. Straight up. Don't let anybody tell you different. Power of friendship is a big deal. I like the dojo fight a lot, actually. The dojo fight is very fun. Hi, guys. What's up? You want to start shooting, or? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. That didn't go as clean as I thought it would. Is that a wall run? That's not a wall run. I need you guys all to fire at me constantly here, baby. I need you guys to actually hit me with all the blasters at once. Why am I not? There we go. I was trying to deflect more than one, but for some reason... His big axe hits, most of his axe hits can actually be parried, although they don't look like they should be parryable. They are. Is he gonna... Oh, that's floor down there. It's his, like, kicks and shit that are,
That's the last of them.
Cal, I'm near your position, but sealed behind a blast door.
His kicks and shits are the ones that look like they should be parryable. Yeah, the real Fallen Order was the friends we made along the way.
Found it.
Oh, wow. What's my camera doing there? Hit the button, Cal. Seer showing never to underestimate a good blaster at your side, kid.
That was impressive. How you holding up?
Don't worry about me. We have a job to do. Still, it feels good to tear this place apart. This prison is where they kept us. I only wish there was someone left to save.
Sorry we had to come back here.
So
am I. We didn't really have a choice, did we?
That's really the only thing that Cal is like missing.
Get this over with.
As far as like being a really well-rounded character, is that Cal doesn't have a blaster.
It's the most secure place in this
They probably just couldn't find a way to give you a blaster and have it like work, and not be just like either stupid broken or just stupid and useless.
Don't fall behind.
I think BD just fell down that fucking lava pit and like came back up.
Looks like a turbo lift. Might be our ticket out of here.
Yeah, blasters are so uncivilized. That's actually something I really like about the new Jedi Order, is that blasters are just a thing that the new Jedi Order are willing to use, like Luke's new Jedi Order and like the old lore. Seer's fighting style is a lot more refined than Cal's. Cal definitely kind of just looks like a barbarian swinging around. He's not actually very, like... It's player skill that carries him through. He's not actually very,
Advanced, even for the Empire.
His fighting style is just really, like, unrefined. And like, you can tell that he, like, learned in the field. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. I didn't have enough space for that yet. You could dual wield lightsabers like the lightsaber bayonets on the end of something. That sounds really edgy, but it definitely sounds plausible.
Beat them down and turn them to...
Sorry. I don't mean to sound dismissive. That sounds really edgy. I feel like he's trying to cut people in half all the time. I mean, he has a lightsaber, though. That's like, isn't that... Like, so I did fencing in college, so I would use a lightsaber as a point weapon, but I feel like if most people didn't do fencing, like, you would use a lightsaber as just a baseball bat that could cut someone in half. You know what I mean? I feel like that's how most people would use it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to I don't know if I'm going to... I may need a couple of attempts for this boss. We'll find out. Trilla messes with me a lot. Most of the other bosses in this game, if you parry one of their attacks, you can get aggro and start attacking them. But with Trilla, that's not always the case. She'll like, I'll parry her and she'll like immediately like continue a sequence. She'll continue the sequence as if she has like hyper armor on the attacks, or she'll yeah, or she'll do a different sequence. Oh shit! I thought I dodged that. I was wrong. Well, that's my first hit. Let's hack that.
I'm going to enjoy ending you.
she just fucking cuts it in half in a single throw. That attack right there, if I had let that hit me, if you let that hit you, that attack basically fucking ends you, by the way. Trilla is very cool.
You've experienced great suffering.
Hold on, let me pause. You guys said a couple things. Like a Mortal Kombat fatality, yeah. Darth Paul, my dark side OC, do not steal. You can have him. I also have a Jedi OC, and it was unironically my Jedi OC was basically Cal Kestis before Cal came out. He even wore a poncho. I'm not even joking. Like before this game came out, my OC Jedi was just unironically Cal. But he looked a little bit different. That was about it. Oh, I love Cal's design. Cal's design's fantastic. No, the poncho's amazing. I love the poncho. It adds a lot to his silhouette. I love textiles that flow when you do like combat. It looks really great. I love it. I like ponchos a lot too. They're very cool. I like the poncho mixed with the very utilitarian like jumpsuit, and he's even wearing blast pad. He's even wearing like body armor under it, like homemade body armor. It's very cool. I like it a lot. Very excellent design in my opinion. Trilla's design's very cool. I'm not sure I'd say she's better than Kylo Ren. I think Trilla is a better character, but I think Kylo Ren has a better design. Like visually, Kylo Ren has better design, but Trilla is so cool. So you like the poncho by itself. You don't know if it's like you like it for a Jedi. I think it works fine for a Jedi. I think Jedi shouldn't. I don't like Jedi robes. I think Jedi robes aren't good. I think them having a uniform is kind of weird. I like the idea that Jedi dress up for their environment. So like the reason we saw Obi-Wan in loose flowing light robes when we first meet him when he's still Ben Kenobi is because he was in a desert. Also, we have Jedis in ponchos in the movie, because when in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, when they go down to Tatooine, Qui-Gon wears a poncho to blend in. It like hides his Jedi robes. He just kind of looks like a traveler. I love it. I think it's great. I think Jedi should try to blend in more. I don't think they should try to stand apart from the people they defend. I think they should become more involved with the people they defend and try to look like them and try to be like them. You know, live normal lives and be the people they defend. So I think the poncho and the jumpsuit and the basic, like just the kind of general spacer, almost scoundrel outfit works really well for a Jedi, in my opinion. I think more Jedi should look like scoundrels.
You'll never make it out of this place alive.
Oh, now she starts getting super armor on her attacks. I need to back up. Oh, am I going to get her the first try? Dude, we got her! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, I didn't have to retry her at all. That feels very good. Fallen Order gives me One Piece vibes on its boss fights. Oh, man. It's been so long since I've engaged with One Piece. For reference, when I last got involved with One Piece, it was still in the Shonen Jump weekly thing that I read when I was a young teenager. And the last arc that I read in One Piece was the arc where they recruit the chef dude and fight the like boss pirate who just has a bunch of different weapons and gadgets and shit, and recruit their chef guy. That's the last One Piece I read.
I failed you.
Everything after that, I have no idea what happens.
I am so very sorry.
First try boss fight, though, I'm super stoked about it.
I've carried so much hate for you.
Uh-oh. It's the boy. So he goes from beating strong pirates to warlords, then warlords to emperors. Yeah, and I think I know what you're gonna say. Fallen Order does something really similar, where you start fighting like random big animals like Ogdo Bogdo, and then you fight. Yeah, the first time you meet Trilla, you get your ass kicked, and you go from like big monsters to mercenaries to rogue Jedi like to rogue dark Jedi like Terran Malicos, and then at the end you're beating an Inquisitor. Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. No idea how Seer survives that.
You would be wise to surrender.
No idea how. I straight up thought Seer died the first time, and when she came back, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Probably.
You cannot escape.
I never actually tried to just run away from him before. I didn't know if you could just run away from him. Yeah, it's time to run, guys.
Look out! Turbolift. Let's go.
Holy shit.
Let's get out of here.
And then you look, and he's right there. Oh no, dude. They actually do an amazing job of making, they do an amazing job at this game of making Darth Vader like a really frightening villain. The presentation of Darth Vader here as like some sort of demigod is really, really well done.
I think we lost him. I'll make it. Seer, I won't fail you.
Kid, you read me? They're not responding. They will. I am certain of it.
Breeze, I'm here. Heading towards the
Oh, really? You hadn't seen... Oh, shit. I didn't mean to spoil that for you. If that was the case.
Just get out of there. Keep moving, Kyle.
Yeah, you could theoretically try to fight him. Like, when I tried to run away at first, you could try to fight him, but he'll parry every attack of yours. And as you can tell, all the fights against him are like cutscenes. If I didn't have QuickTime events turned off, they would be QuickTime events.
I'll never give it to you.
But yeah, it doesn't. You can't beat him. You can't fight him. Really, all you can do is like run away from him and try to avoid him. Yeah, and like, okay, and Seer comes and saves you, and I'm glad that she's alive. I'm not upset that Seer's dead. I just don't understand how she survives.
Such hatred. You would have made an excellent Inquisitor.
She's stronger than that. Seer! Seer! Hey, listen to me! You still have a choice.
And like, this motherfucker hold back the ocean. Look at him. And we get saved by our goth girlfriend. Let's go.
Hey. Hey, kid. Cal.
Seer.
She's all right. She's all right.
You too.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes Marion just gotta swoop in and save the day.
We did.
Careful.
Where are they?
Well, they're out there. Whoa, hold on. Wait a minute.
Sorry.
That was you in the water, wasn't it?
I'm glad you're okay. This one wouldn't leave your side.
Thank you.
Hey.
So now what?
Well, Captain, this is the end of my charter. Your contract has been fulfilled. Thank you, Grease.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I was thinking that maybe I would stick around here and take you wherever you gotta go.
Good Uncle Grease.
Besides, the kid kind of looks up to me.
He is basically one of the best characters in the whole. Like, the game's full of great characters, but Grease is definitely up there.
We use it to rebuild the Jedi Order.
The next generation of Jedi.
The Empire will be after him, just like they're after us.
The lives of every child on that list will be forever changed.
Not by us. Their destiny should be trusted to the Force.
So I genuinely did not see this ending coming when I first played this game. I had no idea that Cal had the courage to just do that, and that is unironically, in my opinion, the best decision for him to have done.
So where to now?
Like, starting a temple and having all those kids in your responsibility when the Empire is out there trying to fuck your shit up is absolutely a crazy fucking decision. Definitely something that should be more widely considered. And it's really, really good. Yeah, Cal just goes, man, I'm going to turn these kids into refugees just like I am. This isn't something I should do to these kids. And he just says, fuck it. Right? Because that's what I was talking about earlier with this game. It doesn't just ask you, what if being a Jedi came with a lot of trauma? What if being a Jedi wasn't a good thing? It also has the courage to ask you, well, what would you do about that? And in Cal's case, he would decide, well, you know what? I'm not going to inflict that on these kids. I'm not going to make them become Jedi. You know? And I think that it's a really, really great thing for the game to have the courage to say, what if this sucks? And also, what if it wasn't required? You know? Yeah, I'm not going to ruin their lives. It's not up to me to decide how their lives go. You know, and that, I think that's a really good, I think that's a good lesson. You know, not taking away their agency, not forcing that level of responsibility on them if you don't have to. I think that's a really good message for the game to end on. I think it's honestly really brave, because I think that ending caught a lot of people off guard. You know, it's Star Wars, so I think a lot of people watching this expected it to be like, oh, well, I mean, of course he's going to make more Jedi. It's Star Wars. We've always got Jedi, right? Jedi are a good thing. Jedi are something we always have around. And Cal's like, no, actually. We really don't have to. You know? Or if we do, like, I like to imagine my headcanon, you know, it'll be my headcanon until Fallen Order 2 comes out. We'll see if Fallen Order 2 goes in that direction. My headcanon is that Cal is going to open up a dojo. He's going to open up a Jedi temple, but he's not going to force it on any kids. It's going to be a voluntary dojo. Like that's my headcanon. Is that Cal opens up a dojo and it's full of people who want to become Jedi and make the decision for themselves. Truth is, if there's Force users, there's going to be Jedi and Sith. I'm not sure I agree with that. I don't think there has to be. We have instances in the lore of non-Jedi and non-Sith Force users. Jedi and Sith are religions. They're dogmas. You don't have to do them. You genuinely don't. Cal will become Mr. Miyagi of Star Wars, and Ahsoka will become Star Wars' Clint Eastwood. That's a nice comparison. I am looking forward to seeing the Ahsoka show. I think Rosario Dawson does a really good job of playing Ahsoka in the Mandalorian Chronicles, and I think that she would do a really good job in her show. Oh, you're not saying every Force user needs to be Jedi or Sith. You're saying that as long as there will be Force users, there will be Jedi, or there will be Jedi and Sith. They'll just exist. It could be. Yeah, I think that those two dogmas are kind of inevitable, like inevitably going to pop up. But there's good ways to do Jedi, at least. I think Sith are inevitable, but Sith also inevitably need to be stopped. I don't think there's a good way to do Sith, unlike Jedi. I think there's a good way to do Jedi, but Sith are like fascists. You need to stop them every time. There's never a good version of them. You know? And Star Wars is pretty open about that in a lot of ways. I think it's very strange anytime I see someone who's like alt-right or like a fascist who's like, oh man, I like Star Wars, but they're making it really political. Like, dog, it's Star Wars. It's been political literally from the beginning. You know? You guys are the Empire. You've been the Empire from the get-go, and the Empire's bad. The Empire's been bad since the beginning. I like the concept of the Night Sisters because they obviously use the dark side, but they don't get corrupted by it. It's difficult, but possible. I think the only reason it works is because they're on a planet, they're on a death world, basically, like to borrow a 40k term. They're on a death world, and I think the only way that you can use the dark side regularly and not become just fucking corrupted by it is if you're on a planet that's trying to kill you all the time. So the level of power it gives you is kind of justified, and everything's fucked up anyway. Like, could you imagine the Night Sisters working the way they do on literally any, like, other civilized planet that isn't trying to kill them already? Like, no. They're way too fucked up. Like, people would obviously get kind of antagonistic with them, and then they would eliminate them in response, because that's just the way their culture is. So, I think Night Sisters only really work when they're in isolation. Except for Merrin. Merrin seems like she's young enough that she's going to get some good Jedi influence. Well, I don't think the Force phases her that much psychologically because she's really young. She's like Cal's age, and in this game, Cal is like 17 or 16. He's like really young. And she's I actually think she's a little bit younger than him. She's like, Merrin's like 15 or something. So she's really, really young. It hasn't had a chance to really sink in and fuck her up yet. and she's been living alone and with trauma, and she's now going to be living with a really good crew of people who are going to be positive influences on her. And I think that's going to resist any slight pull that the dark side of her magic would like force on her. But I definitely think that the Night Sisters are very strong-willed. Because the thing about the dark side, when it's like fallen Jedi and Sith, they kind of like fucked up. That's how they got to the dark side in the first place. They fell. So they're already screwed, like mentally and spiritually. But it seems the sorcery of the Night Sisters doesn't pull as hard as the dark side, because it doesn't seem like it's a school of like force use that was developed by just fucking up at being a pure force using Jedi. I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling a little bit and I'm not sure I'm landing my plane that well. But like Darksiders are all universally fuck ups, or Sith and fallen Jedi are universally fuck ups. But the Night Sisters aren't working with pure dark side. They're just like manipulating the Force. I don't think they do show a bigger dominance in the Force, because their sorcery requires things like rituals and... Hey honey, let's move to DaThOmIr. We need to get away, yeah. Well, Mother Talzin did fuck up Count Dooku, but that required rituals, and it required a spell circle of a bunch of other witches helping her out, and it required tools, like it required a voodoo doll, it required her being possessed by all the spirits of all the Night Mothers that came before her. Like, it wasn't something that she could just do. That took setup. You know, that was magic. That wasn't like... Well, being planets away doesn't... Distance... The Force doesn't care about distance. You see all sorts of characters doing wild shit with the Force, distance-wise. But, like... It requires a ton of setup. And then compare her to a pure Darksider who's really powerful, like Darth Nihilus or Darth Sion. Like, Darth Nihilus can devour planets using the dark side. He doesn't need any rituals to do it. He just kind of, like, does it. I think that's the difference there, is that using pure dark side and tapping in and, like, really corrupting the Force with your willpower in the way that Sith do it, they don't require, like, spells and tools. Nihilus is very OP. Maybe Nihilus wasn't the best example, but there are other Sith who are like that, where they could do incredible things, but they didn't need, like Lumaya, you know, Lumaya or Darth Kaitis or even Malik with the battle meditation. And in theory, power like that doesn't exist anymore. No, power like that exists. There were obviously more, like, if we're talking Legends canon, I mean, kind of. We'll see how much that sticks, because the Old Republic remaster is going to be coming out soonish. And if they make that canon, then, like, Revan is canon, and Revan is basically one of the most powerful Force users out there. I want a Force-sensitive HUD, just a Slugman slithering around with a lightsaber. That'd be cool. But no, I think the Night Sisters can do some really incredible stuff, but they're using, like, they're, like, tapping into the dark side. They're not, like, bathing in it, you know what I mean? By using all these rituals and using all these tools, they separate themselves from the dark side enough that it doesn't corrupt them, whereas a Sith dives into the dark side and really makes it a part of them. And that's why Sith get corrupted and get fucked up, but become more powerful relative to like what the Night Sisters can do. They don't need to do all this extra shit to use their powers, because they're seeped in the dark side in a way that the Night Sisters aren't. That's how I interpret it, at least. Obviously, there's a lot of room for conversation and interpretation here. But I'm really excited for the KOTOR remaster, especially because from what I hear, they're giving it a more active, like, third-person action combat, kind of like Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's kind of what I'm hearing, and that's gonna be sick. That's gonna be dope. I'm definitely gonna stream that one for you guys. That's incredible. Well, I mean, by both sides, if you're using the light and dark side, like, thing, I guess, yeah. But if we're gonna... I like to think, personally, like, this is my hot take. If we were to go back to the living force in the dark side, the vast majority of the Night Sister sorcery would just be a different use of the living force. Because the living force is so much more widely encompassing than the light side, the majority of the Night Sister sorcery could fit into the living force and it wouldn't be weird or awkward. Because remember what I said, when it was the living force, it was a lot more druidic and like nature spirit type shit, the way in its general vibe. So that's how, that's my real take. That's how I personally choose to, like, outside of the modern canon of light side and dark side, that's my personal interpretation, is that Night Sister magic is just a different use of the living force, using like ritual and tools and, you know, extra spirits helping you out and shit like that. But that was Star Wars Fallen Order, and that was the main Star Wars Fallen Order stream series. I'll probably jump back into this game at some point soon, so we can do the Venator dungeon, and then also so you guys can, I can just do some combat challenges once I unlock all the perks and shit. We'll like grind out some skill points, do some unlock the rest of the perks, and then I'll just do combat challenges for like a stream or something. That would be kind of cool. I really appreciate all you guys showing up. This was a lot of fun to do. I really love coming back and playing this game every now and again. It's just a ton of fun. I periodically replay this campaign like a lot. It's a great time. And I'm really glad I got to share it with some people. If you guys haven't, feel free to check out all the other videos, my VODs, of the Jedi Fallen Order series. The first episode, unfortunately, my mic quality is really shitty because I had not yet replaced my old Blue Yeti. So I don't blame you if you can't sit through that one, because that episode was really bad. We talked about some interesting stuff, but the mic quality was just horrible. But I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for showing up. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. And I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow or if we're going to try and bust it out on Monday and do some stuff. But we'll figure it out. You know, we'll figure it out. We'll play some stuff. I might just play more Monster Hunter next time. You know, Monster Hunter is my big decompression game. I play it all the time. I love it. I'm not very good at ending these. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for showing up. I will see you next time.